Hey there, guess what? These 5 tools will make you 10 times more productive. If you're a content creator, I promise that these tools will save you literally hours of time and allow you to create faster and better videos. I've used them to research and script YouTube videos, just like this one, edit podcasts, come up with viral video ideas, and create content for Instagram, and much more. So if you find these tools useful, I would love it if you would hit that little like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any friends who do creative things too, do me a favor and send this to them so we can all grow together. Now, let's get into it. When it comes to creating content, there are 4 phases. There is the pre-production phase, the production phase, post-production phase, and the distribution phase. Now, if you ever created videos of any kind, you know the most time-consuming part is scripting or planning, and then editing. So the tools that I'm gonna be showing you today are mainly gonna help with speeding up the process for both of these phases. So the first tool that we're gonna talk about is one that is probably the most popular one out there, and that is ChatGPT. So if you're not sure how ChatGPT works, or if you actually never heard about it, basically, it's like Google and a robot had a baby. So you basically can go in here, you can ask it questions, and it will search the internet for information. You can ask it to write scripts. You can ask it to find certain data points. There's a lot of cool things you can do. But for the sake of this specific tutorial, we're gonna show you how you can use it to come up with video titles and how it can help you write scripts. All right, now that we're here in ChatGPT, there are a few different prompts that it has for you. So for example, here, there's a YouTube script creator. There's a keyword strategy where you can come up with different keywords for videos. Something else that's actually really cool is that you can have it help you write certain blog posts. So if there's topics in a certain industry, you can go find other blog posts that rank on Google, and then you can actually have it help you try and outrank that blog post, which is actually pretty cool. But like I said, we're just gonna focus on doing YouTube specific content. So in this case, I know that I want to create a specific YouTube video. Let's say, for example, I am in the fitness industry and I create bodybuilding content, and I wanna come up with some YouTube video title ideas. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna come into ChatGPT, I'm gonna come right here, and I'm gonna actually prompt it to come up with those ideas. So what I'll do is, I'll ask it, can you come up with 5 YouTube titles that talk about how to build muscle using science? And now right here, boom, right away, it's going to give you 5 different titles. So now that you have this, you can now start to kind of tweak it. And if you're into the YouTube space, you know there's certain ways to title things, and then you can start to give it more prompts to fit the specific title that you want. So in this case, I'm going to ask it, can you change the titles to fit the idea of 5 different ways to build muscle? Now you can see here, it's gonna start giving you different ideas. Another little strategy that you can do is actually, you can go into YouTube, you can find a title that you like, and then you can ask it to come up with different titles that relate to that title. So for example, let's say I go into YouTube, then I come over here and I ask it how to build muscle scientifically. See what titles come up. This is a pretty good title. Why don't I grab this and then drop it back in here? Can you come up with 5 different YouTube titles that relate to this title? And voila, there you go. Now we have a bunch of different titles. You can start to tweak, come up with different ideas, and this is a exponentially faster way to do it. All right, so the next tool is probably my favorite because of the amount of time that it's actually saved me. So if you've ever edited videos before, specifically YouTube videos or podcasts, you know how much time it takes to basically put your content into your Premiere project and have to go through, listen to it, and cut out all the mess ups and all the space between specific parts. So what this tool does is that it actually goes into Premiere, you add it via an extension, and then it listens to the audio in the project, and it cuts out all of the spaces. So for example, I'm here in Premiere Pro, and I have this video here of one of our founders, Amy, where she's doing a specific YouTube video. So what I can do is, instead of having to listen to this entire 10-minute video and cut out all the spaces, I can come up here to Window, go to Extensions, and then go to Jumpcut Editor. I'll click that. Now I have to actually put my information in, and otherwise I already did. But here I can just press Create Jump Cuts, and it's gonna go through here and listen to that specific video. And just like that, it's gonna go through and cut out all of those specific little spaces and mess ups that she did, which, if you ask me, is crazy, because that would have taken me probably 20 minutes to 30 minutes to do that. All right, next up on the list is another editing AI tool. And honestly, I wish I would have known this a lot sooner, because it would have saved me hours of time. What this is a tool that is actually already in Premiere Pro, in the newer version of it. And what it does is that it creates the captions automatically for you. Now in the past, I used to create captions manually. I'd have to go in, listen to the audio, and type the font over the top of the videos as the person speaking. What Premiere Pro does now is that it listens for you and creates the entire caption, which is honestly Amazing. All right, here I am in Premiere Pro, and I actually grabbed a small clip from Amy's YouTube video to make a reel out of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come up to Window, and then I'm gonna press Text. Now, once I'm here, I can create captions, so I'm gonna click that. And something you can do is go over to Caption Preferences, bring this down to around 15, and then bring the duration to about 2. And that's gonna make it the best for Instagram. Then I press that, and it's gonna actually auto-transcribe it for me. And voila, I have some captions. You can see it at the bottom here. So a little trick that you can do to make it look more Instagram-worthy is we're gonna come over here, and we're gonna click on one of these captions, and then we're gonna come over here to Essential Graphics, Edit, and now I can start to play with this. So I'm gonna press this. I'm gonna make it a bit of a more bold font. I'm gonna make it sit more in the middle, and I'm also gonna make it a little bit bigger and make the text a little bit closer together. And then if I wanna play with the location, I can bring it down a little bit. Now that looks pretty good. Now what I can then do is I can actually create a style. So I'll press this, create style. Let's call this Reel, press OK. And then what I can do is I can highlight everything else and make sure that it's highlighted and set it to Reel. So now what I have is captions for the entire video without having to do it manually and type it in, which saved me probably about an hour of time. All right, the next tool we're gonna talk about is a tool called Notion. And Notion basically is a workspace for you to organize all of your content. We use Notion here at Memberup for pretty much organizing the entire company. We use it for our engineering team. We use it here for our content team, where we organize all of our scripts, all of the YouTube thumbnails, pretty much any content that goes out, it's gonna be here in Notion. One of the cool things is that Notion is actually gonna be rolling out Notion AI, which is gonna be an entire suite of tools for you to organize your content, to write with, and it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited to see it come out. However, even if you don't use those AI tools, I definitely suggest you get on Notion, because if you're in the business of creating content, you know that you have to basically be organized. So this is a great place to organize all your content, so you're not searching for different stuff on your desktop or on different hard drives. Everything is nice and organized here, and you're good to go. Now, the final tool that we're gonna talk about isn't necessary for creating videos, but it is for content creators, specifically ones who have memberships. So this is a tool that we actually created in Memberup called Spark. How Spark works is that it actually has a question prompted for your audience every single day without you having to do any work. What we've learned from working with thousands of creators who have memberships is that people come for the content, but they stay for the community. And one of the best ways to do that is to create engagement for your members. So here we are in Memberup, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up Spark. So all you have to do is come over here, press set up Spark, and we have a bunch of different question packs that you can use based on the type of membership that you have. So I'm gonna click one of these question packs, and it's gonna show us over 100 questions. You can come in here and turn them on or off, or you can change them. So I'm gonna set this up, and all I have to do is press start. And now I'm pretty much good to go. I'm gonna come back to my home feed. And now what Spark does is that every single day, it's going to bring in a new question for your members to answer. So I'm gonna go over here, press share your response. Then I can actually answer this question, or my members can. And in order to see the answer, the members actually have to answer it themselves. So it's an amazing tool to create engagement and to create conversation amongst your members. For more tips, we suggest you check out Memberup University. In it, we walk you through step-by-step on how to create an extraordinary membership. And it is totally free when you sign up for Memberup. Also, if you're not sure where to start, we created a free download with over 200 community ideas. You can get that in the link in the description. If you guys want to see more business breakdowns and online business tutorials, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell. And finally, if there are any memberships you want us to break down and do a video on, drop them in the comments. We love seeing them. And until then, see you guys next time.